All right, so I'm doing this video. There's so much going on in the world, with the whole dog and pony show about people giving a damn about black people. Yet every day, black people, particularly black men, the people that built this country, the people that have to basically be around people that are hostile to them no matter what, whether they're the first president of any color other than a white person, to whether they are risen to heights in media, sports, whether you're in the black community, which is a stupid saying, but is used, which is by design, which harkens back to the teachings of Willie Lynch. If you're regular, and you made it from lower economics position to a higher economic position, sweet and clean record, you always are hated on. People always saying that you're crazy. There's something wrong with you. If you are a physical person, and let's say you are competing in a sport or fighting martial arts, people say that you're hurting them or that you're too strong when you go against them when you haven't injured anyone, simply because you're black. Always this mindless continuance, which means jealousy of you because of the amount of hue in your skin and your physical frame. Let's talk about that. People, unfortunately, have been trained to focus on the physical, how things look. Anyone that studies genetics knows that we're basically all the same except for about 0.1% that makes us different. We can all create with one another, no matter what your race are, i.e., a white person with a black person, particularly the taboo focus on black man with a white woman, or a black woman with a white man, or a Mexican man with a black woman, or a Chinese woman with a Japanese woman, a Japanese woman with a Chinese man, etc. You know what I'm saying? Be that as it may, no matter what your ethnicity or your race, if you are of two different genders, you can create. But yet, you can create life. But people seem to mindlessly focus on creating destruction, death in the mind, by downgrading one another based off of their race, their class, um, you know, trivial things. You would think in 2020, the new millennium, that people would be past this, but nope. And then they blame people like Donald Trump. But Donald Trump is not the cause of people being racist. It's not the cause of some woman being disrespectful to a black man because she doesn't value him or respect him. Yet when that black man goes somewhere else around the world, he's getting a lot of respect. There's no need for that. That's not Donald Trump's fault. Donald Trump is taking advantage of a situation. He's doing what businessmen do. You can get mad at him, but this is not his cause. This is the people choosing to behave like this. And there's been now with the unfortunate events of Mr. Floyd is caused a worldwide protest against this racial hatred, particularly to the darkest humans on the planet, which are the original people of the planet, in which all other human beings, Latino, Chinese, Asian, white, they all come from. No one's skin color changes when they migrate to a different part of the world for a couple of thousand years. That's bull crap. That crap, it didn't come out to a few hundred years ago. Most people just accept the fact that they all came from Africa, that they all came from the black man and woman. And it wasn't no big deal because it is what it is. But then again, 1,500 years ago, people did not focus on skin color like they do. They didn't focus on race. They focused on bloodline, what bloodline you came from. So I would be considered a Moor. Someone from France would be considered Gaul, but it wouldn't be this obsession over the amount of hue in my skin. It would just be like I have a lot of hue in my skin. And that would be that. It would be noted, but it would not be harped on like it is in our society, which clearly states that there's a mental breakdown in our society. And I'm sorry, you can research history. There's really a mental F going on, and the promotion of duality goes farther than race, with the genders, with the women wanting to be men. If you're a female, you're a female. You're not a man. You shouldn't want to be a man. The strongest principle is the feminine principle anyway. So why are you all trying to behave like men? Just like men behaving like females. If you're a man, you need to man up and be a man. That's what men do. They deal with things. They address things. Doesn't mean they don't have emotions too. Like women, they want to have the time where they're pissed off and angry. But at the same time, you do what you had to do. This whole thing where somebody's supposed to give you something, give you an award, Listen, man, like if you don't win, you don't win. So you need to go back, learn, and figure out what you need to do to solve that problem. What is an athletic event? What is getting a job? Yes, there's barriers out there, racial barriers, barriers based off of economics. You may come from quote unquote the wrong side of the tracks, if you will. But as men, we builders, we figure out ways to make things work. Um, you know, and like whether you're part of if you're black, I mean, you know what that, and you risen to the top, you know what that is. We survivors. That's how we make it. Same thing with the Jewish community. Whatever you think about the people that call themselves Jewish, to go through the Holocaust and to get to where a lot of the Jewish people are now, that's a testament to strategy, reframing the situation, and figuring out how to solve the problem. And most importantly, unity, because most of it is just being united on a focus and executing whatever their task or desire is. So, I'm talking all this to say this, man. Like, this is ridiculous. A lot of people point the finger at this person, that person. And then they're doing this whole charade where they care about black lives. Where I'm telling you, I've seen people in the marches on TV, some of them in the DC area, racist as hell. They harass black men, harass me, harass other friends that I've had. I've seen them do it, and now they're marching suddenly care about black people and black men. It's all a charade, unfortunately. And then for some people, they really give a damn. What I'm saying is this: there's a lot of things out here you can control. There's a lot of things out here you can't control. It doesn't mean you're not going to be angry or frustrated. But the key is to focus on what you have control over, how you behave, how you treat people each and every day, not just for a fad like this whole Black Lives Matter thing, but each and every day. Not being jealous of someone because they have more hue than you. Being proud to be white. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't do it to where you think you're superior over other people and treat people like shit. Or play mind games where you try to pretend like people are stupid because of the amount of hue in their skin. That's an old tactic. Anyone who's a historian knows that, and that still goes on. Like with the comment that was made about Colin Powell, he was overrated. So he's overrated. Why? Was he given that spot? Are you given the general position? Did his accomplishments were they fluffed up? And why is it fluffed up when he talks? What about when General Mathis talks? It's just you gotta we all know you're playing this game. That's what I'm trying to say, and that crap gotta end. If you have a problem with what's going on, maybe instead of promoting duality and being scared of a black kid rising from the ashes in an urban neighborhood and trying to downgrade him and trying to say he's stupid, which is well known. The school system is known to do that to black boys, i.e. the special education system. And unfortunately, a lot of black people go along with it too. They go along with their own destruction. Instead of doing that, let's nip all this nonsense, this duality in the bud. When I see a kid, I don't focus on whether he's white, black, yellow skin, light skin, red bone. I focus on that person as being a kid, and I treat them as such. I focus on being a role model if I can, but I don't start dividing the kids up into categories. I don't start dividing men up into categories. I don't say this man's life is not worth shit. Let me keep my knee on his head. I don't, whether it's literally or figuratively, when I try to stop this guy from getting promotion because he's black. If you got a problem with what's going on, all this marching don't even need to be going on. It's all about how you treat somebody. It's all about how the people, the masses, treat each other each and every day of the week. When you see that poor white kid in West Virginia and you treat him like shit because he's a poor white kid, why? Say to yourself, hey, man, I can see myself in him. What about I don't treat him like he's shit, but I'd say, you know what? Let me help this kid out. Let me be actually a person, a character. So you don't have all this that's going on, all this destruction. Because you can't just keep saying racist white people that pretend that you're not racist, black rage. It's not black rage. It's annoyance of all the bullshit that goes on. People are tired of it. It's not just black people, it's white people, it's Asian people. People are tired of this nonsense, this mindless duality crap. And then some people are out there for their own gains. Maybe they don't give a damn about black people. They're just trying to promote, homosexuality or feminism. And that's their prerogative. I'm not going to get into that. That's their decision. But be that as it may, it's about time that people respect all lives, yeah, but they also respect black lives, okay? They respect the people lives that built this country, and they stop treating them like slaves in a subtle fashion because they got more hue in their skin, and then being jealous of the people, and they come from lower economic backgrounds. You still jealous of the black people, and they don't even have as much money as you. They don't have the privilege you have, and you think, what do you think black people that are getting it think? They see these crazy people. Y'all hate us. We come from lesser financial backgrounds, and we still become more successful than you. Then you jealous of us. I'll be thinking like, if I had your privilege, I wouldn't give a damn. I wouldn't worry about what no black person is doing. For what? I would have privilege. I would have that kind of privilege. It's time to start practicing gratitude. It's time to start practicing respect. And it's time to start practicing loving one another. Not focusing on the differences. And with that, you wouldn't have no need for no march. You wouldn't have no need for all this nonsense going on. They wouldn't be able to be people out there pretending like they're frustrated, but really they have something else going on in mind. They have another thought process they're trying to promote. I say this and I end this to say this. I say this because I'm tired of seeing the duality. I thought my generation be better. I've been a part of and created several programs to try to bring people together. And I've traveled all around the world. I came back to the States, still the same nonsense. I said it in previous videos. Once, for black men in particular, once you leave this country, nobody's sitting there hating on you all the time because you black following around the store. Imagine for the first time in your life not being followed around the store. Anybody that's don't have to deal with that watching this video right now. That is such a release. Now, why would you want to then promote that onto someone else? Why would you want to play mind games and harass people because they're different? What sense is that? How is that constructive? It's not. It's all ego driven. You think you're building about construction by tearing somebody else down? You know how much information has been lost because, I need to call those people savages, so I'm going to destroy them. I'm going to destroy their books. I'm going to destroy their literature. And then I'm going to pretend that I'm them 100 years later. Oh, yeah, I got one Cherokee Indian in me. How about you just treat the people nice while they're here so you don't have to destroy them, so you don't have to pretend to be them and pretend that you're something that you're not, when you can learn from them and through that become one. Now imagine what you could accomplish when all groups of people are coming together without hate and malice in their heart to be constructive. We should be on Mars by now. The regular civilian should be able to go to Mars right now. You know what the number one issue in the news today? 2020, June 2020, the number one issue, race. What has been learned? What in the heck has been learned over the past 60 years? Privileged women pretending that some black guy raped them 50 years ago, when all privileged women had to do was say that black guy touched me and he'd be on a noose. You gotta do better, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's enough of this nonsense, enough of this division and this entitlement crap. Let's just try to construct something bigger than us for our future. Not just thinking about the here and now, but 15 years down the line, 20, 30 years down the line. It's like this, and that's it. What legacy are you leaving? Endduality, promote love. Thank you.